Today on our show,
Comic-Con!
Coming on all over your face, neck, and chest, man. We're going to talk about Comic-Con. We're going to talk about Flash. We're going to talk about motherfucking Spider-Man. We're going to talk about a lot of shit.
Woo!
Don't go away. It's coming up right now on this new episode of Fat Man on Batman. Hello, welcome to another episode of Fat Man on Batman. I'm Kevin Smith.
I'm Marc Bernardin.
And guess what, kids? We're like a fucking dick hair away from Comic-Con. It's about to happen. You can't stop it from fucking happening. And when I say Comic-Con, I just don't mean some regional Comic-Con. I'm talking about the granddaddy of all Comic-Cons, or the grandmammy, if you will, the San Diego, what do they call it? Comic-Con International.
San Diego.
San Diego. Yeah, it's got a very weird name. But we all know it as the San Diego Comic-Con. This is going to be fucking a fun year, ladies and gentlemen, because DC's going.
Yeah.
Marvel's going.
Uh-huh.
Fox is not going.
No.
But after the last X-Men movie.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. But they got Deadpool, so they're welcome anytime.
Paramount is going. They're bringing Star Trek. The premiere of Star
They're
Trek.
showing Star Trek there.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
The world premiere is Wednesday night of Comic-Con.
What else?
Star Wars will be there. Rogue One will be there.
So do you think we'll see new footage?
I would hope so.
They're doing a panel. I'll tell you one thing. I'm not following the Star Wars panel this year.
Smart man.
I learned my lesson last year.
But yeah, Celebration is, I think, soon in London.
And that's right. They'll probably hold on to their fucking nut for that, right? Because that's fan service to the ultimate degree.
Sure.
Celebration. One thing, you go to San Diego Comic-Con and stuff, that's lovely, but Celebration is their base.
Yeah.
They were smart enough to create a Star Wars con.
You know,
It's fucking...
not idiots, those.
No. All right, but hey, you've left fucking one very important show off the list, going to be a Comic-Con.
Ooh, what's it going to be? Us.
That's right. Fat Man on Batman live. Not dead bitch, live and shit. American Comedy Club, I believe?
Yes, Thursday night, 8 o'clock.
Get tickets at csmod.com. Thursday night, the official beginning of the con. Come hang out with us.
Like, you won't be tired yet. You'll still be fresh. You'll still be waiting to be funny. Like, so come on down.
And we'll speculate on what they're about to say on Friday and Saturday. Because we won't know. It'll be amazing.
I know.
Come see us live. I'm all over the place Comic-Con this year. I'm doing coverage for IMDb, so I'm going to interview people. I got panel in Hall H yet again, trying after last year. Hopefully people will be there and stuff. We're going to show footage from the Geeking Out show, from Yoga Hosers. What else am I doing down there?
Are you moderating a panel?
Moderating a preacher panel for the preacher show for good folks at AMC and Seth and Evan. What else am I doing? I don't know. I've seen a schedule and it's like, this is the busiest I've ever been at San Diego. All good stuff. All for good reason and stuff. We're shooting some of the Geeking Out show while we're down there as well. So yeah, it's going to be a lively fucking show, but you can come see me and Mark. Me and Jason are doing a show. Jane, Silent Bob, Get Old. Me and Ralph Garman are doing Hollywood Babylon and stuff. But me and Mark kick it all off on Thursday night. Fat Man on Batman live at Comic-Con.
Yes.
What are you looking forward to seeing most at Comic-Con this year? Give them a single. Yeah.
I will tell you. The thing when I found out a couple days ago that it's probably happening, they're still very like, we're pretty sure it's going to happen. We're not sure. Aliens 30th anniversary. The entire cast will be there.
Really?
Yes. So Lance Henriksen, Bill Paxton, Michael Biehn, Carrie Henn, Newt, Sigourney Weaver.
Really? Newt's going to be there?
Newt's going to be there.
And Newt's not an actress. She dropped out the game. She's going to be another one. She'll probably act again after she goes to Comic-Con, sees like 6,000 people being like, you're Jesus!
You're my favorite!
She'll be like, why did I quit?
We always come at night!
Mostly. We all love you. Mostly.
And Jim Cameron.
All right.
Yeah, the gang will be there.
He's so busy making Avatar movies, I couldn't imagine he has time for something like
know.
He pushed those Avatar movies back again, didn't he?
Yeah, and they're making like 12 of them at this point, just at the same time.
That's the question I want to ask that panel. Hey, what the fuck's going on with Avatar? None of your fucking business, clerky.
I need more blue kittens.
Yeah. I love blue pussy. Show it to me, Jim. That's a panel worth fucking going to.
Yeah, for sure.
For Newt alone, dude. Seriously. Like, Newt is like one of the greatest, at least in that film, that was one of the greatest children's performances of all time. And then David Fincher neutralized her. Thank you. Just came up with that right now.
Well
in
done.
the opening fucking moments of Alien 3, we loved her to death in Aliens. And fucking Ripley goes out of her way to save this fucking ragamuffin.
Yep, and in the opening credits, off screen.
She died.
Yeah,
in
also.
hypersleep.
Hicks, who also we liked, died.
Yeah, everyone you liked is dead, and now she's gonna hang out with British prisoners. What? This fucking filmmaker has no future! I screamed at the screen.
Who are you, Fincher?
Stand by those words. That guy will never work again.
David Fincher.
Hey, man, tell him about your fucking Fight Club.
Oh, dude.
This was good shit.
So here's the thing. I went to go see, Fox has this like Fox movie club for people who work for Fox and their friends and press, where once a month they'll screen a classic movie from the Fox library.
Where at?
On the Fox lot.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you get to walk by the giant mural of John McClane, and you get to walk by the
This is a part of the show where Marc whips out his fucking
Yes.
huge bona fides dick, where he's like, I was on the Fox lot, fuckers. You know what they make there? Simpsons. Name dropping and shit.
Like so for Homer just walking down the street.
Saw Marge. All right, so you going to the lot?
So you're going to the lot and the Zanuck Theater.
That's where I saw one of the Star Wars movies, the last one, I think, Sith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so this month was Fight Club, which I haven't seen since, God, maybe I haven't seen it in the theater since its opening run. I haven't seen in any fashion in like 9 or 10 years, maybe. But I remember loving that movie when I first saw it because it speaks to you as a young person who is, say, angry at your lot in life, possibly a little frustrated at your sort of lack of mobility and your...
Is that you, when you saw the movie, you were like, I am fucking Tyler Durden.
I mean, it was 99, and so, like, I was employed, but, like, wasn't married yet, like, didn't have a family.
When did you get married?
I got married later in 99.
You're like, I was fucking useless, man, untethered, jacked up.
I got no hope.
When'd you get married? Like 3 months after I saw the movie. But the point is, I was mad.
Mad as hell. And I'm not going to take it anymore until we get married in 3 months.
But that's your point, is it's a mad movie.
It's a mad movie. It's a mad masculine movie. Like, it's about dudes who have this pent-up rage that they can't give voice to and they can't really have an outlet for. And when I saw that movie this time, I just, like, halfway through it, I was like, holy shit, this is kind of like a how-to guide to build a domestic terrorist. Like it is, here's how we identify these people who feel disenfranchised, who feel lost in the world, who are angry for reasons that are sort of unknown to anybody else.
For reasons
of you are not your fancy closet, you are not the car you drive, you are not the house you live in. You know, we've been raised by a generation of women, and so we are longing for the masculine in our lives. We should be hunter and gatherers and not collectors and buyers and all of this stuff.
I always had a problem with that because I'm like, haven't people always been raised by women?
Yeah, I guess, especially like when we go to war. You know, like all the dudes are in Normandy.
But even like fucking like, you know, when people had kids because like we need someone to chop the wood, let's fucking have a kid. Generally, the mother was always the primary caregiver until like the kid was big enough to swing an axe. Then it's like, meet your father. So I never quite understood that. I mean, maybe it's just I'm more like fucking, I grew up far more femme than most butch dudes who enjoy fucking Fight Club. But I remember watching that movie and being like, I don't feel this way. I would have been one of the people that they victimized.
You would have been on the other end of Project Mayhem.
Yes. I watched that movie. I knew that right away. I was like, these are tough boys. I said, these are just like the tough boys Mom told me to avoid in school. They want to damage things and they're mad.
But yeah, like, and just watching that, like, identifying that kind of rage that doesn't have an outlet and then pushing that rage into violence is kind of what that movie's about. And I'd never noticed that before. Also, I was not thinking about domestic terrorism in 1999.
Excellent point.
In a way that we are now thinking about both terrorism, both domestic and abroad, of, holy shit, yeah, this is how you radicalize people.
They had, like, I remember watching it and there were shades of, like, not quite Timothy McVeigh, but like, oh, you know, they blew up a fucking building and stuff like that.
Unabomber and the World Trade Center, the first of...
Things in the ether of like, oh, but now, I would imagine it's a completely different viewing experience.
Totally, you know, and even looking at, you know, stuff like ISIS, and this is just how you get people to do things that they normally wouldn't do, by stoking the fire that's within them and giving them the voice that they don't have and telling them, you're not alone for feeling this way. We all feel this way. You know how we don't feel this way? Let's blow some shit up. Maybe we won't feel that way anymore. Or maybe we blame something else for the reasons why we feel this way.
Maybe we can make America great again.
Maybe we could.
Seems like it could be the...
It is very much the like, hey guys, we realize that you thought you had the world by the balls, but now you kind of don't. Let me explain to you whose fault it is for taking your jobs or running the country into the ground. Or
who do they blame in Fight Club? The system.
I mean, the big quest of Project Mayhem is to destroy the credit card companies.
Right.
Like they're dropping like all of the huge monolith buildings and like we'll wipe it clean, you guys. We'll wipe the slate clean. But it's just a society that has been keeping the man down.
Remember what a weird image it was too when the buildings at the end, like spoilers, they blow up anyway. So boom, they start going down and shit. And that movie came out in '99, same year as Dogma. 2 years later, we would see like what really happens when a building goes down at the hands of radicalized.
And at the end of that movie, it is literally like Helena Bonham Carter and Ed Norton holding hands, watching the end of the world. Like it's a romantic scene. It's fuck, wow, we wish this didn't happen, but we're here. Lucky I got you at the end of the world, babes. Like, that's what that is. It is a romantic version of being a terrorist.
It's fucked up. I'm gonna rewatch that movie. I thought it was just about dudes punching each other. That movie fucking scared me for that reason alone, because I was like, I ain't like these people. Like, I couldn't take one of those punches, dude. Remember when he fucking pounds on fucking Leto at one point? And he's like, I just wanted to
destroy
something beautiful. Oh my God. I don't want to be around those people, man. Like, can't we just watch television?
I mean, it's also about like mental illness, and it's also about, abuse and self-abuse and all of that. Like, it's about a lot of things, but the thing I never knew that it was about was that. I was like, holy shit.
And that fucking means something, because Marc, as we all know, writes for legit fucking newspaper, man, LA Times and shit. You should write a piece on it. Are you going to do that?
I might.
Is there an anniversary coming up? 99? So right now it'd be the 17th anniversary?
Yeah, not quite.
So 3 years away from 20?
Yeah, we'll save it.
They'll probably suck that movie's dick on its 20th anniversary,
Oh, God,
too.
yes.
They're going to say shit about Dogma. They'll be like, yeah, that happened too. But they're going to suck fucking Fight Club's dick. You know it. Because they'll be like, guys, that fucking Fincher. This is when he was born. This is where he defined the Fincher.
Look at Brad Pitt.
This is where
He's
he was
so
at his
beautiful.
Finchiest and shit. But it's an awesome
You're
movie.
a mean one.
It is.
Mr. Finch.
It's a like, I remember that was the first movie I took my kid to see when she was 3 weeks old in a bassinet.
That's the only way to do it until she's 17.
She slept through most of it. She was not impressed.
No, not so much. Wow, it's bullshit. Wow.
I remember I yelled at by two ladies in the theater too. Like, you can't bring a baby to this movie. I was like, she didn't say a word. She was quiet the whole time. Clearly I can, and I did. And I will continue to.
La-di-da.
All right, enough about the fucking past. Let's talk about the goddamn fucking future. Fight Club.
Mwah.
That's your granddad's movie. This is the fucking future right here. And in the future, we talk about Spider-Man. Let's start there.
We'll start there.
Spider-Man, kids, is a character created by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. Spider-Man Homecoming is what's going to be happening next 4th of July. A year from this 4th of July. This year we have to suffer through the indignity of Independence Day resurgence, or not.
Not good.
Apparently a lot of people didn't go.
No.
But next Independence Day,
Homecoming.
Thwip. It's going to be Thwip City, man. Oh my God. It's going to be Spider-Man shooting webs, and then us in the audience shooting our own fucking webs, because holy shit, it's 2 hours of the good Spider-Man, the one who was awesome in the 1/2 hour of Civil War. Imagine you had 2 hours and shit, and it takes place in high school, and the tone is Hughesian, I heard, like John Hughes.
And Tony Stark is also in that movie?
Come on.
Who else is in this
all
movie?
my fucking money. I'm going to make it rain all over your dicks. Here. Fucking, I can't wait to see that movie, man. I cannot wait. I'm going to say it again. Give me the close-up.
Give it to him.
Can't wait to see that movie. That boy, what's his name? Tom Holland?
Tom Holland.
Oh,
Tom Holland's opus.
fucking Mr. Holland's opus. I will cry at that beautiful Cole. I'll fucking, that's deep cuts. That's deep cuts right there.
Wow.
I will roll a tear because this kid fucking did something. I said it before, I'll say it till the day I die. Spider-Man lives in Queens. This is the first person that ever made that sound like it's true. Even in the cartoons, they didn't bother. He just sounded like he's from Genericville, USA. But this kid was like, yo, Tony Stark and shit. I mean, he was better than that. That's why I'm not playing the part. But he was fucking so good. I would watch a whole movie about him, and we're going to watch it.
Yes.
So a year from now, it's about to happen. They got some shots up, man. First shots of Tom Holland. Look, is that real?
He's got a backpack on.
Is that real? That's from the movie?
It's not from Looper? I don't remember Looper looking like that.
Yeah, I remember that scene in Looper where Spider-Man shows up in the past and gets fucking shot by an older Spider-Man.
Gold under.
He's like, no, don't! He's wearing a diaper and he gets shot on a fucking tarp. So wait, this is part of the movie right here?
Yeah. The rumor right now is that this is all...
Look at his eyes. They look weird.
I'm sure they'll CG.
Oh, because it's all
zippy,
CG.
zippy.
Yeah.
Zippy.
Wow, he looks like Spider-Man from the Electric Company cartoon. From, the one that was real good at reading and shit. Who didn't speak,
reader.
though. He was mute.
Yes.
Like he was always whoop, word balloons
Mum
over
and
his head.
Sean's.
Yes, he was very Moom and Sean's and stuff. He had toilet paper eyes and clay noses.
Deep fucking 70s cuts.
Oh my God. Kids are like, Moom and Sean's. That's what we
Electric company.
had. You kids got the internet. We had Moom and Sean's. Like, watch it. People with clay on their faces.
3-2-1 contact. That's what we had.
Contact. It's the reason.
It's the moment.
Yes, bitch. That's the second lyric. It's the moment. I forgot. I could only get as far as it's the reason. You're right. It's the moment. That song made you happy about science and learning for reasons you can't even understand because they had an anthem. They're like, contact. It's the reason. You're like, what is the
Tell
reason?
me. I don't have a reason.
3, 2, 1, contact.
That and the counting song from Sesame Street. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, that was good too.
Like Bootsy Collins is teaching you how to count.
The bass. Boom, 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 boom.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
boom.
9, 10.
I guess they do that with kids today. There's like,
It's more
fucking,
like, doo, doo, doo.
I will rap a song to you and you will learn about the letter Q and stuff like that.
Feelings.
But back then, they gave us some real shit, man. You imagine it was just like people got hired. They're like, what are we doing this for? Like some kid's cartoon show. Like, whatever, man. Let's make it funky. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're like, just because it's a kid's song, don't mean we got to pour it on.
Do it.
I don't know if this is accurate, but I think I saw on YouTube new Schoolhouse Rocks
Really?
that were about finance.
I mean, we learned about legal legislations and shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I was going through and I was like, is this real? And I thought, like, in the age of the internet, anybody can make their own Schoolhouse Rock now and have it look kind of realistic. But it seemed like it was on a page of something that was legit.
Ooh.
Like, they've since made more that nobody fucking told me about. And let me tell you, if they're doing about banking and shit, that would be good to know. I'm
Totally.
45, I don't know shit about shit, so that would be helpful.
If they do a Schoolhouse Rock, they would also explain the end of trading places.
Yes.
Like orange futures? What's a future?
What pork belly? Why is pork belly so important? I don't understand.
Are we crashing the economy with fruit? What?
Like a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich.
Thank you, Billy Ray.
Eddie Murphy looks to camera. Yeah, that'd be helpful. All right, anyway, back to fucking this. This Spider-Man movie is going to be fucking amazing, kids. Even though in those pictures he looks like the fucking easy reader version of Spider-Man. He's got the same eyes. He's
really
ditto
does.
eyes from that period. What do you think? Who's that in the scene with that cement cylinder?
The rumor is that he's on a field trip down to Washington, D.C., and like on that field trip, he has to jump off.
To go do some crime
Go do some crime.
There he is, man.
And it's apparently like he's jumping onto like the concrete thing.
Producer Matt checking in, ladies and gentlemen.
I am
letting
just
us
so
know.
happy that there's a Spider-Man movie that has a field trip as a major plot point.
Right? Homecoming. It's
field
all set
trips.
in high school and shit.
That's so great.
Maybe they'll have a heavy petting scene. Spider-Man gets a second. Or someone gets a second on Spider-Man.
Wow, under the
Mary
costume?
Jane is like under his fucking, touches his boob and he's like, I'm not ready. That'd be amazing. Reverse scene where he's like, no. Flash did that in the season finale. He's like, put her in the friend zone.
Can't do it. Can't
Crazy.
do it.
And that's all he wanted in life.
Under the costume, over the bra.
Under the costume over the bra. Flash don't wear no bra.
Spider-Man might.
That's true.
Never
You'd
can
have to, man. Fucking swinging around like
He's got to
that.
keep that shit in.
Yeah, no doubt.
that
Unless
shit
they give
tight.
him form, like
Yeah.
probably like put on a muscle
He
suit.
needs that pecs. He needs to feel
Like the Batman suit. What I love, remember in Civil War, how could we forget? It just happened like a minute ago. But when he's talking about, like, before it happened, I never played football before it happened, so it feels wrong to play now. That I like this Spider-Man. I want
Yeah.
to see 2 hours of the Spider-Man. Seriously, they don't even have to put him in the costume. If it was just that kid talking a Queen's accent and sitting there talking about the moral obligation of being a hero, you got my
Done.
fucking money.
Pretty much.
Throw in fucking Robert Downey Jr. to come in and
just-
do what they did in Civil War, even if it's the exact same fucking scene.
Even if it was just him making out with Marissa Tomei in the background and fucking Tom Holland up front telling me shit about his life, cool.
Because A, I'm entertained by the foreground, and B, second viewing, I'm pulling it. Because that's like watching a dirty sequel to Only You. or Chaplin, where we finally get to see them get together. Spider-Man Homecoming, the porn version, Cumming.
It's gonna happen.
It is.
If it hasn't happened already.
Yeah, it's already there.
There's already a gay Civil War porn.
Did they put in Michael Keaton yet? Is that official? Remember, he was in, he was out, he was in.
It's official that he's cast, but we don't know who he is.
So it's
The
official
rumor is
that.
that he's Vulture.
We all think he's Vulture. Nobody's confirmed that yet.
No.
We all thought he was in, he wasn't, and then now he is. So he is officially in the cast. Martin Starr's in the cast from
Got a picture.
Freaks and Geeks,
And,
of course Silicon Valley.
Ah, looks like a principal. Looks like a science teacher if I ever did see one.
Do you think so?
The short sleeves and tie definitely speaks of like physics.
It'd be amazing if he was Kurt Connors. Kurt Connors, fucking lizard and shit. This movie looks amazing, dude.
Yeah, I'm in.
Tyne Daly's been cast? Cagney and/or Lacey is in this movie?
Just this week, yep.
The fuck? I'm in.
Does Aunt May need a mom?
Yeah, maybe that's it. Oh, Grand Aunt May. Wow, man. Tyne Daly's the goods.
Ooh, maybe she's the principal of the school.
There's a guy who's thinking. There's a writer always working him.
Queen Science needs a principal.
I can't wait. The Spider-Man movie. I can't wait. I can't wait. I don't remember that song.
Is that Lisa Lisa and the Cult Jam?
New Shoes.
New shoes. Ooh.
I can't wait. My baby. Never mind. This is some show about old songs. It's about TV shows.
70s hitmakers.
Totally.
New shoes.
Hey, kids,
Lisa
anyone
Lisa
remember
Full
this? MacArthur Park. Flash, kids. Let's talk about the Flash TV show. I was supposed to go shoot episode 5. I believe I'm shooting episode 7.
Ooh.
Because I had a little date conflict with Yoga Hosers. Comes out September 2nd. So I think like September 3rd, I go up to
Like right from the premiere?
Vancouver.
Straight
Yeah,
up?
fucking leave there and crying because the movie's dying at the box office, I'm sure, if it's anything like my other films. And then immediately start doing a new episode of The Flash.
Cool.
While I'm there, though, Mark, I may actually fucking get to work with someone else from House Slytherin.
Ooh.
I have worked with, of course, the great Alan Rickman, who was Severus Snape of House
Who are
Slytherin.
you going to cross wands with this time?
Well, that sounds filthier than I intended, but you're right. I could get into dick stuff with this actor.
Show me your dick.
Tom Felton, speaking of the wand choosing the wizard, Tom Felton, who, as we all know him by his real name in the movies, Draco Malfoy, has joined the cast of The Flash, fastest man alive.
Yes.
He's playing a character called Julian Dorn, a fellow CSI at the Central City Police Department who suspects there's more to Barry Allen than just that good guy reputation. Now, meanwhile, we also happen to know for a fact, thanks to Twitter this week, that season 3 of The Flash, as we suspected based on the season finale of season 2, they are indeed doing Flashpoint.
Right. Whether it's the entire season or just like a chunk.
I gotta imagine. I mean, look, I don't know how to write fucking 23 episodes of a series of anything, but you could pull a whole season out of that storyline. But you're right. It's like, it is so vastly different than the normal show. Maybe a truncated half-season version makes more sense.
Right.
But either way, I'm fucking there, man. It's crazy. And Grant Gustin, who plays Barry Allen in The Flash so brilliantly, he tweeted it, and he said, at first he was like playing on Twitter. He's like, I just read the episode 1 script for season 3. He's like, I wish I could tell you the title. And then Berlanti got on Twitter after. He was like, go ahead, tell him the title. And then he said, it's Flashpoint. And the whole fucking internet was like, ah! But you're right. I wonder if they'll do it for the whole season.
Well, it's also that technically, if they're going to do Flashpoint, given now as connected as these universes are, it should spill into Supergirl. It should spill into Arrow. It should spill into Legends of Tomorrow. And whether or not all of those shows want to be doing a year of Flashpoint,
that's true.
You know,
it would give them an opportunity on Green Arrow, though, to like
it's
course correct some.
Totally.
Some people are unhappy with the direction it took or whatever.
It just gives you nothing but opportunities to tell different kind of stories.
They've added. We talked about, I think, on the Indianapolis show, but they added 2 characters to Arrow. I keep calling it Green Arrow this season. Wild Dog, who's going to be played by Rick Gonzalez, who was in the Preacher, not Preacher, fucking goddamn it, Reaper.
Yes,
sounds like Preacher. The Reaper pilot that I
Reacher.
directed, and he was on the Reacher, which is a whole different fucking show about a dude in prison who's just the king of the reach around. And they're adding Wild Dog, and they're also adding Vigilante.
Yes.
Adrian Chase, I believe that character's name is, if I'm correct. And that's 2 more Vigilantes.
Mm-hmm.
So it feels like Arrow season is going to be very vigilante heavy,
Yeah,
which is
well,
what he is. So
totally.
maybe this is a matter of him going, hey, you guys, he's up.
I'm not doing it anymore. I need some help.
Is he not doing it anymore?
Well, it's more like maybe I'm mayor now, or I'm running for mayor.
That's what I saw a little piece of an episode from last season, like I think it might have been the season finale, and there was something like he was not. I saw some street fighting, but there was something about him being the mayor or something.
Yeah, I don't know if he got elected. I'm still 9 episodes behind on Arrow, but maybe, I don't know. Is he the mayor now? All right, spoilers.
He's the mayor.
Sorry, spoilers.
He's the
For you.
Mayor Queen. Fuck it. Now I don't have to watch those 9 episodes. Awesome. It's service for all people.
He said recently, people have asked him online about like me writing on that show, directing on the show, but he was like, he's not directing this season as far as I know, but that could change.
You never can tell.
Yeah, I'll go there in a heartbeat. If they're like, hey man, you want to come up? Fuck yeah. I already heard like whispers of Supergirl as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would love to go up there, especially like now it's on CW, so you get to like cross-reference the other shows and shit like that.
As long as you can have Barry get Kara some more ice cream.
That'd be amazing. It was just
Right?
like borrow Grant for like a scene.
Yeah.
Like, dude, just run in and give her ice cream.
Just run back
Please.
out. I heard you were having a bad day. Ice cream! Yeah!
But then everybody who's like, fuck this, man, I ship West Allen. They don't want to fucking see you. They don't want no other girl on that show. Yeah, man, it's going to be an exciting fucking season of The Flash. But now, Tom Felton, you think that's real, that log line about... Here's his character's name is Random McRandom. Julian Dorn. That's not a DC character that I'm aware of, right? Julian Day, I think, is Calendar Man, but Julian Dorn. Then, so it could be a cover.
I wonder if it's a little bit of the, like, no, this isn't Khan in the Star Trek movie. It's this other character.
That's what I'm
who
thinking
doesn't give
because,
a
I
shit
mean,
about
think
it.
about every character they've put on that show. Barry Allen comes from comics. Iris comes from comics. Cisco comes from comics.
Killer Frost comes
From comics. Like, it, you know, Joe West, is that character exist in comics? In the retconning? I don't think so. Joe West might be a character they created for the show. Iris's dad. Just like, we need an adult on the show. He's amazing. I watched this fucking short, it's not short, it's actually a long documentary. They did this thing called Chasing Flash, The Journey of Kevin Smith. If you buy Flash Season 2 box set is out, and it's also available on streaming on iTunes and stuff. But it's an hour-long documentary about me directing an episode of The Flash. Honestly, hands down, one of the fucking best things I've ever seen in my life. Not just because I'm involved, I'm a big Kevin Smith fan, so obviously it was an easy watch for me. But it's really inspiring. It makes you want to go make some shit. And it shows you how that show gets made and like what a good time it is and stuff. It was real. I enjoyed watching it, man. Like, it was a good time. So check that out. Like, if you buy the box set, you'll see it and stuff. Or if you just download them and stuff. Some people don't buy the hardware anymore. They just stream it all. I think it's on iTunes is where I fucking watched it. But I can't wait to go back. But I do honestly feel like...
That's a code. That's a
yeah,
plant.
you know what I'm saying? Like, they very rarely... Like, here's a character you never heard of. Like, even... like throwaway characters. Remember, like fucking they did Linda, like, you know, as Dr. Light. Like, they could have that could have been anyone USA, and they fucking turned it. They pull from the comics. So this smells suspicious. Could be nothing. Could be like, hey, we just made up a guy. But could be that guy is going to be somebody else.
Could be it. Could be another Thawne, maybe.
Think so?
Could be.
It's true, depending on which story they're doing. Yeah, it could be younger Eobard Thawne.
Yeah.
Because older one is out of existence. But Tom Welling is back. Not Tom Welling. Tom Welling. Superman is back. Tom Cavanaugh.
Tom Welling is somewhere like, I'm back? Where am I
he's
going?
like, holy shit. I thought
got a
they
job?
hired the guy from fucking Teen Wolf. I'm game. Tom Cavanaugh signed on for the whole season.
Wow. That's awesome.
So, but I mean, like, they got to be doing something with Eobard Thawne. I mean, number one, if you're doing Flashpoint, Eobard Thawne, Reverse Flash is the guy who's at the end. He's like, oh, Barry, you fucked this all up. But I don't know. I know maybe I'm just like smelling
could be
smoke
wishing.
where there's no fire, or maybe wishful thinking, but like, it just seems weird that they would just
Julian Dorn.
yeah, seems a little too made up. I mean, I know they're all made up, including Barry Allen in The Flash, but just seems a little like, you look over here. And
Yeah, Julian Dorn.
it's a bag of magic tricks, man, that they're cooking up for this new season and shit.
And
I
Felton
get to,
knows a thing about magic tricks.
well, I'm going to get to look in the bag in a couple of weeks when I finally go up there. September, first week of September, man. I know, what is it, July 4th now? So August, September, I just got to wait 2 more months. So as a filmmaker, as a director, I'm like, yeah, I look forward, of course, to going up there. I had a great time doing it. But as a fucking fan, dude, I just want to know what's going to go on. And
Tell me.
I know, and I'll know. They'll have to tell me. They'll have to show me the episodes that I didn't work on, or at least let me read the scripts. That's what they did last time. It's the best part of the job. Because suddenly you're like, I know shit others don't. Because knowledge is power. And then you go make the episode, which is fun as well. Yeah, man, so I can't fucking wait for that. That whole block, CW shows, one more show, you add one more at the end of this season, because you got Green Arrow, you got Flash. Well, I keep saying Green Arrow. You got Arrow, you got Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl. If you added like a Friday show,
Every day of the
Green Lantern
week.
or something like that,
Ooh.
they're getting closer, dude. In a world where they have Superman now to play with, ain't gonna be long before suddenly, like, I bet you Batman shows up on one of these shows soon.
That would be fucking badass.
Come on, man. Batman in the hands of Berlanti Batman, Andrew Kreisberg Batman. You didn't know you wanted that until I just said that out loud. Now you're like, take both of my testicles.
Just
For
like
an Andrew Kreisberg Batman.
it's like I didn't know that I wanted the lesbian queens of Westeros until you see that scene where it's
Pretty fucking
fucking
hot,
Yara
wasn't it?
Greyjoy and Daenerys. Like, yes, you two should marry each other. We should have this all the time.
Oh shit.
Yes,
man.
take your
I was sitting there at the TV.
dynamite.
I was just going, yes.
Do it.
Yes.
This is all I've ever wanted in the world. Now I know.
Everything about that season finale was fucking fun. Those last 2 episodes, they had a great season.
Yeah.
Like across the boards. The Hodor episode was the high point and shit like that. But like, it's not even saying like, and then it was downhill from there because fucking Battle of the Bastards and then the season finale were insanely fucking strong. Like really wonderful storytelling where they're like, we're gonna satisfy the shit. It was like getting like fucked in the best possible way, like all nighter, where you're like, you're still thinking about it years later.
By the lesbian queens of Westeros.
That is well. Yeah, oh fuck, it was so goddamn good.
Should we get out of here?
We should. There it is, folks. Comic-Con coming, Flash coming, Spider-Man Homecoming.
Woo!
Thank you.
Nice job.
And a little bit of Game of Thrones for you there.
Just a little soupçon of
This
Game
is
of Thrones.
Sousson of Westeros. There it is. Lots of good shit to look forward to, including our next episode where we'll tell you about the Batman v Superman Ultimate Edition.
Yes.
Ultimate Edition. On the next episode of Fat Man on Batman. Until then, man, I've been Kevin Smith.
And I'm Marc Bernardin.
And this has been Fat Man on Batman. Tune in next time. Same fat time, same fat channel. Smodcast.com or
YouTube.com/Kevin Smith.
Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith. Thanks for watching. Do me a favor, click that thing below that says subscribe. Every time you click that, you save a baby kitten from murder.